David Aldridge standing by. Thank you, David. Did not know that was the reasoning behind the nickname.
And I have to say, I love that name. So often you get the most boring nicknames for players, but they went out and picked something that is at least unique.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Bean, he's in at shooting guard. Randall out there with Nance. And it's Young, and it's Ingram, and it's the 3 spot.
Oh, my goodness!
That is breathtaking. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Bulls.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win. Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Prez kicks to Nance. Dishes it to Randall. Now here's Prez. Defense right on him. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And we'll get to see Justice Young here tonight. The New Jersey product was viewed as a bit of an undersized player, but he's shown he has the intangibles to make it work at this level.
A great point, and that's something that the combine can't measure. It's the heart and fight, and this kid has a ton of that. Just repeatedly passed on, even though he has a great sense for the game and is making teams pay for not putting their faith in him.
Young with the ball. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Prez kicks to Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
And with Prez, you get it all. Outstanding passes to his guys who have clean looks at the basket.
Now Lowry. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Memphis.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Prez with the bucket. Well, Prez was able to start his first NBA season with a title run behind him. He was a part of the great U.S. team that beat Australia in the finals in the summer.
Yeah, you talk about the best way to get acclimated to the NBA. I think Prez playing with the national team was perfect for him. Just the confidence boost that tournament win provides and getting his feet wet with some of the all-time greats.
Randall passes to Prez. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Prez. And it seems everywhere we go in the league, we are starting to see more and more Prez jerseys in the crowd. He's really become a star in the league.
You know, and it's clear that he is a fan favorite in the league at this point. Part of it is his style of play, but I think a bigger part is just how Prez carries himself. It makes time for those around him.
And with the rumors of this team perhaps considering a trade involving Justice Young, nobody in the organization is saying much about it, but you have to wonder if they know something.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time a talented rookie was traded early on, but it is still a rare thing to see. I'm guessing they are fielding calls for Young and doing their due diligence.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
6 to shoot. Shot's good from Young.
Oh, gorgeous floater by Young. Impossible to defend given.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Remember, you're my Pippen and you're my Jordan. Finish this game like they would.
What's interesting about the Raptors and Grizzlies when they first entered the league, the Grizzlies were actually the team that seemed to be on the track for big things, but lately the tables have really turned.
Yeah, and what's surprising to me is that as we've tried to appeal to more people in more countries with our game, we still have only one franchise located outside of the U.S., and that's the Raptors. The NBA is seeing a rejuvenation in revenues, but if we want that growth to maximize, we may need to try and broaden our international horizon.
And it's blocked.
Nice job by Prez positioning himself for these blocks. I mean, sending a message with how he puts those shots in reverse.
Screen by Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. It's stolen by Prez. Here's Randall. Again, Los Angeles. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Lakers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Lowry against Young. Lowry kicks to Carroll. Just 5 on the clock. Here's DeRozan. And again, no good by Toronto.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Offensive rebound. Dean. And a look at Prez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Prez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. Outside Lowry. Back to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time. And the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Toronto working the ball around now. Now the Lakers on the break. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Ingram's got his first 2 points.
And really like how Prez keeps his hands moving, which is why he comes away with important steals.
Screen by Valanciunas. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. DeRozan's got 5 points so far. Los Angeles leading by 11.
And DeMar DeRozan, kind of a throwback, you know, for this day and age when we talk so much about the three-point shot, because he's not a guy that's going to bomb you to death from deep. He's a high flyer who's going to attack the rim and get to the free throw line. And to me, that's extremely important, because the more attempts at the line you get, the more opportunities you have to set your defense. And so he beats people with that polished mid-range game and shoots an incredible number at that line. And those are reasons why this guy continues to improve and become one of the best at that off-guard position.
And looking at how DeRozan gets his points last season, Greg, he made great strides in becoming a more efficient shooter.
Yeah, and for a guy who didn't take a lot of threes, the field goal accuracy wasn't all that great for a number of seasons.
Raptors trail by 5. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineup. So for Toronto right now, they've got Corey Joseph. He's out there with Norman Powell. E.J. Tucker is out there with Ibaka. Now here's Joseph, defended by Young. Lowry has the open look, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Quarter number 2, we're about a minute in. Young with the ball, picked up by Joseph. Young dishes to Prez. The 10-footer, 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Even with high-intensity defense surrounding Prez, he makes these shots look simple. I mean, that's a gift, folks. He takes his time, stays in rhythm, and doesn't mind the pressure.
Now here's Powell. 23 points his last outing. Clock at 6. Fires it up. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Kyle Lowry. The Lakers shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Now here's Prez. He's tightly guarded. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Prez has got 4 this quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Young with the steal. And finished off by Prez.
That's just all energy. Young, really a pest on defense with his quick instincts.
Lowry passes to Joseph. Back to Lowry. And Lowry gets double-teamed. Ibaka, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. So it'll be Prez shooting. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. Some changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Serge Ibaka. And MyCareer subbed in for Joseph. Harry Nance is checked in for the Lakers. Valanciunas with a screen on Young. And Valanciunas penetrating. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And the former 5th overall pick back in the 2011 draft, Valanciunas is still only scratching, people feel, the surface of his true potential.
And he's had a few bouts with the injury bug, Kevin, but when he's right, he's a load. Struggles defending on the perimeter, but his rebounding and rim protection have gotten more nasty as he's matured.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
And all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Back to Lowry. Clock at 4. Takes a 3. Unable to get that one. Good defensive work there by Young.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Prez, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
The Raptors haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. First free throw is good. And the Raptors, they've come a long way over the past few years in terms of their competitiveness.
And what I like about the Raptors front office, they're unafraid to reshape the team when things aren't quite working. 2 years ago, they were much more about offense than defense. Last year, they were an upper echelon defensive team, even if the offense suffered a little bit.
Yeah, Prez is high level from mid-range. I mean, all he needs is a little space, and he's good to let it go.
Now here's Powell. Not a lot of room. With his first shot attempt, and the shot goes down.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
Here's Young. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Prez, no good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
The dish now to Powell. No good there. Nice D from Prez. Lakers leading by 5. To the paint. Here's Mozgov. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. Passes it to Powell. Here's Valanciunas. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Valanciunas has got 9 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Mozgov with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Valanciunas. Prez Prez with the ball. Powell on him. Pass to Mozgov. Feeds it to Young. Now here's Prez. Guarded by Powell. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Lowry. Finished off the break. Now it's just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Prez with the screen for Young. To the inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Down low. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
And that's how it's done. I mean,
No easy buckets now. Hustle up. Our defense on Lowry has got to be better, gentlemen. He's having too much success attacking us from the perimeter. Let's smother him and take away those easy looks. All right?
Really becoming that foundational. And the first half comes to a...
All right, come on, guys. Shake it off. Listen, guys, we've got...
We return now to Toronto with a fantastic look at sunset at the downtown skyline of Toronto, Ontario. Wow, what a great view. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Excellent game we've seen from Prez. He has 23 points and also 3 steals.
he's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Bean in a 2-guard. Ingram is out there with Nance. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Young in at the 1. Raptors have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
The 10-footer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's now 25 points for Prez.
And Prez scores from anywhere, inside, outside. This guy does it all.
Lowry drives in. Basket good. Lowry's got the lead, back up to 5 now for Toronto.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, the league and NBA teams have become much more aware of protecting players' health, and they're finding out that rest and sleep are a huge part of that. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said medicine and science have improved, and thought processes do as well. He said in the old days, guys played 48 minutes. Well, we've made advances. We don't go backwards with this stuff. We go forwards. Guys, that's why they want their players off their feet as much as possible.
Good report, DA. Thank you.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's Ingram. Toronto grabs the miss. Got to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
And, Greg, sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
Pulls up on the elbow. Randle tips it back in.
So dangerous on the offensive glass. Randle in beast mode.
Raptors leading by 5. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's DeRozan, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Randle kicks to Prez. Puts it up from 12, and that one drops. Prez has got 6 points in the quarter. Raptors have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Outside Lowry to the paint. Here's Valanciunas. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. He has 17 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Powell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense?
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. Lakers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 8th assist in the game. Lakers trailed by 3.
And last year, Kyle Lowry took another huge leap in his development. And yeah, the points, the steals, and the rebounds were fantastic, but I thought the bigger part was the fact that the discipline he showed in the offseason to drop to 25 pounds. You know, you factor that in with his shot selection, and that discipline is one reason why he was an all-star and rapidly becoming one of the very elite guards we have in our league.
Outside Carroll. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And talking about the progression of Lowry's game, some feel his improved attitude has had a lot to do with that.
You hit it. He was hard-headed when he came into the league. Didn't always get along with his coaches. Now, though, his maturity, his real confidence, those are areas of growth that have allowed him to just settle in and play his game.
Here's Young. Again, Los Angeles.
A sensational focus. Young not letting the D affect his jumper at all. What a gifted shooter.
Lowry dishes to Carroll. And here is Powell. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Prez with the ball. And Nance kicks to Prez. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Toronto. Joseph comes in for Kyle Lowry. Shots good by Ibaka.
And not entering the league as a natural catch-and-shoot guy, Ibaka certainly has developed this part of his game.
In the corner, it's Robinson. Here's Prez, and it's blocked. And they're pushing it up. Lets it fly from 18. The shot by Powell, no good.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Russell passes to Prez. Robinson a screen on Carroll. Tries to save it, and the pass to Zubac. Russell dishes to Prez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one, good. Prez has got 36.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Carroll with it. Now guarded by Prez. Carroll kicks to Ibaka. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to Powell. Tucker the pass to Carroll. That one drops for him.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
The Raptors making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Levens comes in for Young. And that one falls for Carroll. completely new group for Los Angeles. We've got Ibaka. Corey Joseph is out there with Lowry. Then it's DeRozan. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Pass to Prez. The 9-foot shot. Not enough on that one as it misses. Raptors trail by 10. Joseph with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the 3-point shot.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Now here's Prez. Defense right on him. Stripped it away. Kicks it to Lowry. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Los Angeles with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside DeRozan. He tries for 3. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Young dishes to Prez. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Prez has got 38 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Outside Lowry. He dishes it to DeRozan. He feeds it to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. That doesn't go either for DeRozan. Lakers leading by 4. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
The second chance effort, he lays it in.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And Young kicks to Prez.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just cannot quantify.
Well, I'm going to quantify something right now, Greg. This is a close game, and that was something.
Talk about bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound.
And that's an exceptional slam right there. Prez just destroying the bucket with his ridiculous power.
A wide open look here for DeRozan. That 3 off the mark. The Lakers in the lead. Prez kicks to Randall. To the inside. Bean. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Powell in for Corey Joseph. Prez brings the double team. Valanciunas passes to DeRozan, and it's blocked.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
The shot's good from Young. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And, guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken.
Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels, and now they're playing like they're desperate.
Tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Powell. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. We'll see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Now Lowry Lowry. The feed to Carroll. Back to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now to end the run. No good on that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's Prez, and finished off by Prez.
And Prez showing you his whole package out there. When he gets hot like this, the defense has to get a little squirrely.
Rosen dishes to Valanciunas. Young against Lowry. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Shoots from 12. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Los Angeles leading by 14. Now here's Prez. The kick out to Young. Fires from deep. He shoots again, and it's laid in by Prez. Prez has got 12 points now in the quarter.
And Prez is all hustle, throwing himself on the offensive glass and then coming away with an important second chance opportunity.
Nice game, great performance by Prez.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
And Valanciunas kicks to Carroll. Lowry inside the line. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Lakers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Prez passes to Randall. To the middle. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. DeRozan's got 20 points.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feel.
Yeah, you know, he's got stupendous spurt ability, Greg. I know you like that one, don't you? And those spurts tend to go on for a while with him.
Yeah, did you trademark spurt ability yet?
Yeah, I tried to, man, but it didn't get any life. Although I see a lot, and I hear a lot of guys using it, but they do give me credit for it.
And one thing about Kyle Lowry, he's an absolute pit bull out there, and he's been that way since he was a 5-star recruit out of high school in Philadelphia.
Yeah, less about the sizzle, more about the steak. Physical, relentless, wears you down on both ends of the court, and for the last 2 seasons, a starter in the All-Star game. His toughness and leadership, championship qualities.
Lakers leading by 12. And Nance kicks to Young. It's stolen by DeRozan.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Lakers.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And it always feels good to get that first win in a season series. Going head-to-head twice this year. This will put them up 1-0 so far against the Raptors.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant.
And so the Lakers take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Big night. Offensive. How were we able to keep that scoring going?
Well, it's easy when you're the greatest, you know? And I know that's a big statement, man, so let me make it again, man. I am the greatest. If you don't believe me, rewatch this game until you get through to you, because I just proved it to the world in the last 4 quarters, man. Greatest.
Doesn't even look like that, does it? Yep. Who's the greatest?
And I got moved, DA.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, let me go.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kelly.
Woo, boy, it was like it was two of you out there. You were everywhere.
I don't know what to say, man. I've been watching you on defense.
Woo, been turning it up.
I can't turn it up, man. I can't help it.
The 2K Sports post